Hi everyone, welcome back. I have come to the place in my Christian life and walk with God that I realize that there are many times I don't always see clearly. There are many times I don't know everything. There are times where there's uncertainty. Maybe it's about decisions. Maybe it's about certain circumstances that I'm facing in my life or the family or the ministry. And you know, I believe that's not a bad place for me to be. I believe that when Jesus said to the disciples, they were wanting to know about when things were going to happen and how things were going to happen concerning the end times. He said, it's not for you to know the times or the seasons, that the Lord, that the Father has fixed by his own authority. Paul says in 1 Corinthians 13, he says, for we now see in a mirror dimly. Paul also recognized that sometimes when you look, you don't see everything. Not everything is clear for you or for me. So in this time of uncertainty, maybe it's concerning a decision about your work. Maybe it's concerning a decision about your children, certain situations. In this time of uncertainty, do not be afraid. Do not feel that God has rejected you. Do not feel that you have sin in your heart and you've strayed from God. I'm reminded of the people of Israel walking through the wilderness. Can you imagine 3 million people walking together through the desert? Can you just see the dust storm that surrounded them? They were just a cloud of dust. And yet the psalmist says that God rides above the clouds. He's not just talking about the clouds that we know, the white fluffy ones, but I believe he's referring to the clouds of dust. They couldn't see where they were going. They couldn't see things clear around them, but there was an attitude of trust because they knew that God was above all these things. Jesus said to John in John chapter 3, speaking to Nicodemus, the wind blows where it wishes. You hear its sound, but you do not know where it is coming or where it's going. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit. There are times of uncertainty when the wind is changing direction. Do not be afraid. Don't question. Don't be someone who's looking at yourself and trying to find fault, but be at peace. Be at rest and say, Lord, I belong to you. You have a plan for my life. You will make things clear in your way and in your time. I want to be ready for that. But right now, I'm trusting you. God bless.